Crew here at Studio 11. I think we're going to take up that presidential decree and catch a couple of night naps. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Goodbye.
Good evening and welcome to the Weather Desk. Now looking at our forecast for this evening, mostly clear conditions over the central and the western parts of the country. All we're expecting for this evening is some partly cloudy conditions, mostly over the northeastern parts of the country. Tomorrow morning we can expect some fog patches over the escarpment of Limpopo and Mpumalanga, as well as along the west coast of the country. In the evening we're expecting partly cloudy conditions along the south coast, where there will be some light rain, especially along the south coast of the Western Cape. Partly cloudy conditions will still remain over the northeastern parts of the country, but clear over the central parts of the country. The South African Weather Service has warned of possible high fire danger conditions that are expected over the central parts of the Northern Cape. So if you are in those areas, please do be careful to not start any unnecessary fires. Now looking at our overnight minimum temperature, this evening will be a bit chilly. Bloemfontein with a minimum of 7 degrees, as well as Cradock. Pretoria will have a minimum of 11 degrees and Johannesburg will be at a low of 8 degrees. Now looking at our provincial forecast, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions in the morning, becoming sunny over Gauteng. In Pretoria, we're expecting a high of 25 degrees, and Johannesburg, and as well as Vereeniging, will have a high of 23 degrees. In Limpopo, we can expect morning fog patches in the morning, partly cloudy for the rest of the day. Polokwane will be nice and warm at a high of 24 degrees, and Musina will peak at 26 degrees. In Mpumalanga, again, we're expecting some fog patches in the morning, where it will be cool in the afternoon. Ermelo and Carolina will both peak at 22 degrees, but in the western parts, we're expecting Emalahleni to have a high of 26 degrees. In KwaZulu-Natal, it will be nice and warm, especially along the coastal regions. Sunny in the nice province of KwaZulu-Natal. Durban will have a high of 25 degrees. Port Shepstone will have a high of 23 degrees. And over into the interior, we're expecting Ladysmith to have a high of 25 degrees. In the Eastern Cape, it will be partly cloudy in places. Komani will peak at 26 degrees. And along the coastal regions, Port Elizabeth will have a high of 31 degrees. Into the Western Cape, we're expecting nice and cool conditions. The Northern Cape, we're expecting nice and warm conditions. Springbok will have a high of 30 degrees, and California will have a high of 29 degrees. Into the Free State, we're expecting Welcome to have a high of 23 degrees, and Bloemfontein also cool with a high of 23 degrees. Finally, into the Northwest Province, it will be nice and warm, partly cloudy in the eastern parts. Mahikeng will peak at 28 degrees, and over into Vryburg as well, we have a high of 28 degrees, and Tosca will peak at 29 degrees. And that's all we have time for. Have a good evening.